Birdie, come. Sit. Come. Sit. Good. Nope.
Nice.
Nope. Place.
Good. Remember, right when that hip goes down, because we're working on that one, it's kind of new. I really want to get the marker
Okay.
right when it's down.
Birdie, come. Sit. Good. Nope. Place. Good.
That was good because she didn't get on the place. You told her to sit. That was a good challenge on that other one.
Trying to change it up.
Yeah.
Birdie, come. Nope.
So this is, so turn, face her. Yeah, there you go.
Sit. Good.
If you're trying to get her to sit, it's easier if you kind of help with your body to get in front of her at this stage
Okay.
of the game.
Place. Good. Birdie, come. Sit. Nope.
So say, call her back to you, say come.
Come. Come. Sit. Good. Good.
And remember to use the button in there and all those comes. I think if you would have hit the button once, she probably would have come right over to you. Just a little thought.
Gotcha. Birdie, come. Sit.
Say nope, come,
Nope.
come, button,
Come.
sit,
Sit. Good.
and try it again. Well, now leave her there and walk to the place cot. Get a little closer to the place cot when you're sending her to place right now. So, and you can point to it. It'll just help her be a little more successful. Sometimes, like that first one when you were standing over there, I was like, that was really good. She sat and she didn't get on the cot. A lot of times they're anticipating I'm getting on the cot. So when you're right next to it, it's harder versus having a little bit of space
Okay.
from it.
Perfect.
You know, like if you wanted to make her sit, I would get in front of it so she doesn't just get on it.
Okay.
Like if you were going to say come to a sit versus come to a place, I would stand here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So actually do that. Step forward just a tiny bit and say come and then sit. And then recall space. So say come, and when she's about right here, say sit. When she's halfway to you, say sit.
Come.
Be excited. Pretty come.
Birdie, come. Sit. Good.
Perfect. Do you see, like, just cleaning it up? Now
Good.
have her looking at you and say place and then point to it.
Place.
Button.
Good.
Do you see how that cleaned it up?
Come. Sit. Good. Nope.
Good.
Place.
Good girl.
You're such a good.
Yeah, like that was really done well. So let's do one more of those.
Yeah. Birdie, come.
Button. Tell her to come again.
Come.
Button.
Sit.
Good.
Good. Place. Good.
Yeah, do you see how the button, like, is the impetus sometimes? So add in the 3 Ds, distance, distraction, and duration.
Good.
And then come back and feed her a little treat.
Good.
But not too many goods. Do you see how that made her?
Yes, yeah.
And to be honest,
I
so you see how you're feeding her getting up too?
yeah.
I think just almost a good, like not even good, just good.
Okay.
Walk over, robotically feed her and leave. So try that again and be
Okay.
a little bit more robotic, because I don't want to add too much excitement because it messes her up. She did fine, but she's close to breaking, if that makes sense.
Yes. Good.
And then stand up. Perfect. So the less excitement we bring to it with our voice and our talking at her, the better it will be. Nope. Settle. Good. And even, did you see right there, I said, good. Like low toned and low volume, because I want to feed her calm. And to me, that's just more calm than good. When you've done your repetitions, again, distance, distraction, and then duration. Leave her here and go cook. Don't go take a shower. Like, you got to be here to correct her. Pretend you have a toddler with a pool. So you're like, what's the dog doing? Are they falling into the pool? So you want to be able to give her information about mostly corrections, if like, nope, get back down kind of thing at this point. And then if you walk out, you can walk around the house and come back in and say good. But you want to just keep her here. And then you
I can keep her here for however long, it doesn't matter. Right?
Totally.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then after this, or maybe before this session, I would take her for a structured walk.
Okay.
So start your day, and we'll go outside and do some of the walking, but do a structured leash walk, and then maybe some structured and / unstructured off leash work, walking, recall and heel. Then come in and do this for 15 or 20 minutes if she can do it, and then leave her here and go make breakfast.
Okay.
Do you see that plan?
Yes.
And I'll send you something about this as well.
Yeah. Birdie, come.
Hold the button on.
Sit. Good. Nope.
And then you can say BREAK.
Break.
On.
Come.
And then good girl, let it off. And sit.
Sit.
Not the best sit. We'll work on that. But then say, then get in front of her. Don't let her go. Yeah. And now look at her and face her, and then you could say break.
Break.
That's kind of what I've been doing for break. I have them sit in front of me and I back up a little bit and I say break and they go.
Okay.
Maybe she's gonna poo. That one.
Come.
Say sit right now.
Sit. Sit.
Button. So don't say sit again. Yeah, it's okay. Just really remember, say it once and then use the button. That way she can learn how to not get it. If I say sit 10 times and then the 11th time I might use the button, and then the next time I say it 5 times and use the button, she never learns how to not get the stim. So if we're consistent in saying it once and then giving her the button, she's like, I gotta come the first time. Does that make sense? In her behalf.
It does.
So when she's looking at you, say BREAK.
Break.
So do the button now. Do the tone. You're gonna see her come around. And as soon as she's on her way, say, good girl. Say, good girl.
Good girl.
I want the recall to have a reset. And so that sit at the end of the recall is the reset. I want the dog to come in, sit down, look at you, and wait for the command, whether it's heel or break.
Okay.
Otherwise, you get the dog that will do the drive-by. So say, Cheryl, come to me.
Come.
This is what you get after time. They're like, so you want Cheryl, come, sit,
and
look.
wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, higher distraction, higher number.
Gotcha.
You got that? So inside, 5, 6, 7s. Outside, 14s to 70.
Okay.
No joke with her sometimes. And
Come.
now start walking. Come, button.
Come.
Now say heel.
Heel.
And nope to that. Tap. Perfect. Do you see how it got her? If she's in a heel, she's not sniffing the ground. She's structured walking with mama. That's what she's doing.
Okay.
So walk up and back a few times here. Okay. Keep her in that heel. Tap her if she goes down. She's with you. And now turn away from her or into her either way. Tap. Yep. Tap, tap. And keep walking. So this is one other simple one. It's literally tap, tap, and turn.
Okay.
And we'll do some of this on the go home session. But turn away from her and tap, tap, and turn, and then turn. And she's right there with you. Good. I don't care if she switches sides. I just don't. We're not doing agility. And then when you stop, she should sit.
Sit.
And go ahead and have her start walking again and say heel.
Heel.
Tap. Tap, tap. Now this is confusing because I'm here, so I'm going to move. So call her to you.
Birdie, come.
Button.
Come.
Be excited.
Birdie, come.
There you go. Now walk away and say heel.
Heel.
Perfect. Now tap, tap, and turn. And this time, don't say sit, just stop and tap the button. Good. Now walk out and face her and say B-R-E-A-K.
Break.
Good girl. I want dogs to understand 3 different ways to communicate. Hand signals is great, verbal, but I also want them to know what this button means in a low level, which is a whole other language. So you could be sitting here chatting with somebody on the phone and wouldn't have to say, excuse me, hang on, Birdie, sit, Birdie, sit. You could just tap the button and she's going to sit. So it's a whole other way. It's not hurting her at that level. It's more just it's a communication for her, a different language. Okay. So I like to use sometimes the verbal sit and sometimes the tap sit. Okay. And to be honest, the tap sit is way more effective. Okay? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to use it and think, oh, it's just pure punishment. It's not. It can be at a high level, but these lower numbers can be a way to communicate with her separate. So don't be afraid to mix it up and use the tap, pay attention in the heel or the tap for a sit. Okay. And then the slow taps for the down. That makes sense?
Yes.
And then the tone for the recall.